everybody, welcome back. And as you can see, I'm old school in my kitchen because Ma, she's in Florida, you know, for those harsh New England winters. But I had a special request from the Community Impact team here in North Reading because they're running a spring self-care week. So I'd like to welcome all my neighbors and friends from North Reading. Today I'm going to give you a really great, super easy recipe. We're going to make a braised beef ragu, okay? And we're going to cook it in a crock pot. So you're going to need very minimal prep time, and in the crock pot it's going to go, and in about 6 hours you're going to have magic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get ready behind me, and I'm going to show you how to make an absolutely fantastic braised beef ragu. Okay, what I have here is a chuck roast. Probably the cheapest of all the roasts. They cut this up and they make stew meat with it. But we're gonna cook it in that crock pot and it is gonna be pull apart tender. But the first thing we have to do is you gotta take every single piece of fat off of this, all right? It's very important because once you get it in the crock pot, and it's done, you're not going to take it out. You're just going to take those two forks, you're going to start pulling it apart right in the crock pot and then let it simmer for a little bit. If there's fat or gristle in there, it's going to get rolled in, and believe me, you don't want any fat or gristle in your ragu. So, nice sharp paring knife, and we're going to start. And don't be afraid to make pieces. If you cut, you have these veins, I'm going to cut that vein right out of there. It might break it into 2 pieces, 3 pieces, doesn't matter. I would much rather have several pieces with no fat and no gristle than leave that in there. So here we go. All right, so, of course, leave as much meat as possible, but like this, gotta go. I start with the outside, get all the outside fat off, and as you're gonna see, I want it all off. I don't want any of that gristle. I don't want any of this thin film on there. You just want to have all meat. All right, and you see this? Remember that little tiny vein that you saw? It's all of this. It runs right through the meat. Definitely not something you want in your ragu. This is the longest part of the prep right here, trimming all of this. And you see, I literally had to split it in half to get that out because it ran right through the whole piece of meat. And we continue on. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to get our crock pot ready. I'm going to get our pan ready because the next thing is we need to pan sear this stuff before it goes in. A few things have happened since we've been gone. One, the crock pot. It's got the gravy, aka sauce, aka red gold, aka salsa de Pomadoro, whatever you want to call it, right? Let's not fight about it. 8 cups. It's on high. It's already started. Now, pan, getting hot, right? Hot pan. Here's our meat. This is just coarse sea salt and coarse pepper. I make this, a little shaker. We're gonna give all of this a nice helping of this, right? There it is. Nice and seasoned. All sides, give it a little roll. All right, our pan is hot. The best, the Bono olive oil, right? We're gonna put that in, just a little bit, right? We're gonna let that acclimate to the heat of the pan for a minute there. Here we go. The instant sizzle, right? There it is, the instant sizzle. And then this little guy too. Told you, 2 pieces, sometimes it's 3 pieces, whatever it might be. This is not gonna take long. This is a minute aside. This is just to brown the meat, get it so it holds in all those juices and flavor. Once it goes in, this is going to be really quick. So give me a minute and we'll be back for the flip. 1 minute. Here we go. The perfect, whoa, see? Nice. The first flip. That way. Now this little guy here, this may come off a little bit quicker. We may not get 4 sides on that because it's so small. But these big boys, they're going to get 4 sides on those. and we'll be back in another minute. Flip number 2. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. All right, now let's look at this little guy. You know something? We'll try to stand him up right there. We'll do the lean. All right, side 3. Back in another minute. And the final flip. Oh, yeah. Even that little guy, we'll get him there on the lean. There we go. Okay. Give us 1 more minute, and we'll be back. Now that we're done, these are gonna come off. Take a look. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. That's what we're talking about when we're saying we're gonna pan sear the outside. And of course, in to the crock pot they go. All right? Get them all nice submerged in your red gold there. Remember, 8 cups. All right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lock this down, and we're gonna set this, well, right there, 5 hours and 15 minutes, okay? And what's gonna happen is, in 5 hours, we're gonna come back, and we're gonna pull that apart. Oh, magic is gonna happen in that crock pot. So I'll see you in a little over 5 hours. Okay, it's been about 5 hours. My water there is boiling. I got my pastine imported fusilli from Italy, absolute best. Now, let's see what we have here. Like I said, this has been bubbling away for a little over 5 hours, right? And what we're gonna do now, you see our big pieces of beef, right? Well, watch. See it? It's just gonna start, see that? It's just shredding apart. You're just shredding apart. You see our big piece? And you just start shredding it off, shredding little by little by little. Pull all of this. I'm gonna put it back. As soon as this is done, I'm gonna turn it to low. I'm gonna throw the fusillis in, and when we come back, we are gonna give you that final product. So, you know, sometimes I leave a little chunks too. Is it nice to get a little chunk of beef in there along with the shreds too? Here we are. And ooh, look, the chunks. I love to leave those big chunks of beef in there. Ah, there's nothing better than that. All right, and of course, the pastine fusillis, my absolute favorite. Oh, so delicious. Until I get some on my chin too. I'd like to thank Laura Miranda from the Community Impact Team, the North Reading Police Department, and everybody there for the great work they do. I wish all my neighbors and friends in North Reading a happy self-care week. And to all you out there, I hope you enjoy this very much. And until next time, don't forget, when Ma's back from Florida, to live, laugh, Cougar Italian.